1 2 1 2. Y'all know what it is, man. Listen, it's another great episode, man, of the Unsung Heroes. I'll be the boy DJ Moschino alongside with my brother DJ Superior, and we live on MREC TV. You know what I'm saying? And today's special guest. This is one special for the books, ladies and just my man Genovese.
What's going on?
Salute.
Salute. Welcome, Geno, man. We've been wanting you here for a while, and we're glad to have you, my brother.
Well, I don't do a lot of these, but honestly, it's always love, man. Superior, especially back in Yonkers, he's one of the first dudes that, let me in his crib, grab the mic. First time I ever met DMX was through Superior and my man Jay Bland, rest in peace. But so it's always love, man. It's always love.
Yo, so wait a minute now. You ain't gonna just breeze over that. Like, say you said the first time you grabbed the mic, you was at Superior's house and you met DMX.
Well,
come on,
like
bro.
One of the first time out of my crib or just not in a regular studio. I mean, listen, I'm gonna be real with you. Growing up, DMX, I had every DMX tape that came out in Yonkers. Every tape. Like I was a DMX, like I was one of the biggest fans. He's one of the big influences on my rap shit because there was a dude in Yonkers that was that nice. So I remember I was rhyming with this kid White Tom and my man Stiffy, and one day we went over. Blend was like, "Yo, we're gonna go over to my man Superior's crib." And when I heard Superior, I thought of DMX. You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I'm like, "Yeah, I might run into X right now." I remember going over there. This kid X was in front of right there in Mulford, chilling with his dog. Dog was eating Chinese food, breaking it down with him. And this kid DMX had a book. Yo, this kid X had a book. Superior, I know you remember, it was like a Bible.
Yeah, the dictionary. You talking about the dictionary.
Yeah, this kid had a book like this. And I'm like, yo, what is that? And I think Glenn said, yo, that's his book. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo. I remember, going up to him and he was mad. He was like, yo, what up, dog? He was, how X is. X always show love, even if he didn't know you, but if in his mind, he's like, oh, you come to see Superior and Blend, you got to be good money, So, but that was being able to do that shit, that was a big thing as a kid, 18, 19 years old, getting to rhyme where X rhymes. That's how my mind was,
Right.
Yep.
Damn.
Damn, he brought back the book because he did have that big book, and Moschino, all he did was write rhymes in it. So all those rhymes y'all heard over the years, those what I was saying was he had this big dictionary of book, and he used to write. He called it the Bible of rhymes. He used to have rhymes for everybody. Like we sat down in the room, and I had posters on the wall of certain rappers. So he would write rhymes for them just in case he ran into them. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, Geno he brought up. Who did you bring up? Who did you come to the house with?
White Tom, DT, remember White Tom?
Yeah, Tom was part of Murder Incorporated. Well, we had a team called Murder Incorporated.
Well, Stiffy. I was on a group called the Unknown Soldiers way back.
Unknown Soldiers. Okay.
That's before I was even doing solo shit. I was just rhyming, and then he got locked up, and then boom, my man was like, "Yo, you got to focus on your own shit, bro. You can't worry about whatever everyone else is doing. You just got to do your shit." So then me and Blend, we went in the studio and just did a demo. You know what I'm saying? And that was that just started taking me on the Genovese shit.
And just to let y'all know, Jay Blend was me and Geno's boy. That he was a person that it could have went either way with him and Swiss Beats. He was that nice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I would say Blend was like Kanye before Kanye.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Blend musically, there's not many more musically gifted than that kid, man. And he's listen, not only he was my producer. Listen, when me and Blend did music together, it was like Primo, and Gurus, just that it's just I didn't have to talk to Blend. He just knew what I wanted, and I knew what he was doing, and it was just I still haven't found anyone like that ever, the chemistry that me and him had. But because especially that we came in the game together. My mother bought me DJ equipment, and she bought me a 4-track and a mic, and she let me record in my room. And Blend would come over and we would record in my room. And that was like the start of everything. Like that was the start of, and you're talking about, I'm talking about, this is like early 90s. This is like after high school and shit like that. So this is way before I even hit a mixtape. But I remember us just recording on 4 tracks and fucking calling labels, just shit like, you know, just trying to come in the game, trying to figure a way out. But Blend, I mean, Blend's like a brother, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the last year before Blend passed away, I didn't speak to Blend, you know. So for me, it was tough. He went that way where we've been close our whole lives, and then the last few years we didn't speak. So, you know, that hurts me. But Blend will always be my brother, you know. And when I think of Blend, I think of you too. So you know what I'm saying? You know, I think of you. I think of Lethal. I think that just brings me back to a beautiful time, like coming up in music.
Yeah, I remember a verse you used to say, "The beats by Blender." You used to say that.
That's my dog, man. That's my dog. I remember my mother loved Jay Blend. She'd be like, Johnny, come on, sit down and eat. And you know, Blend's mom too. Like, you know, that's a part of my, you know, it's a beautiful part of my life because it was like the start of everything. You know what I'm saying? It was like the start of like to sacrifice the struggles of music where you're like, nah, this might not work or whatever. And then just seeing that to come where I got a deal and I brought Blend with me. You know, Blend, if my album would have came out, Blend would have had 7 tracks on that album. So I brought Blend with me. You know what I'm saying? Where a lot of people were like, yo, go get beats from this one, that one. I'm like, yo, I can never do that to Blend because Blend started me out. He took me to the studio to record a demo. Like nobody was doing that. So I always felt like that's my brother. I'm going to bring my brother along with me.
So that's what I was telling you, Moschino. I was telling you, yeah, he was associated. We'll get to that part. He was associated with the Lox, but Geno was doing that before he was associated with the Lox. You know what I'm saying? Geno was already doing it.
Yeah. So
only how they heard of him because they know he was nice. You know what I'm saying?
So the sound that you initially had started with you and Blend.
The sound.
Geno came in with lyrics. It just had to be. He was willing to learn. He was willing to sit there and brush up his stuff. So he created his own thing, like I told you before you met this man. Because the record that you like, the record with him and Styles,
right?
Genovese or Fisi or whatever, that's the one Jay Blend did, right, Geno?
Nah, but this kid Eyewitness did that. He didn't do that, but he was.
He mixed it or something?
He was involved in the whole shit. I basically.
Okay.
I had. The crazy shit about that song is I wrote the song to one of his beats, but an old school beat that like he didn't even.
That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, and Styles had wrote the hook to some old school shit that he didn't want. So basically, that whole song, even though it was like a classic song, neither of us wrote. I didn't write the verse to the beat, and he didn't write the hook to the beat. So it was like, but yeah, it was like, listen, I feel my sound was just me, and I'm not saying that off nothing, but it was me. I mean. I molded my sound. Like I have to admit, what the Lox did, especially like Styles, was I used to live with Styles for a long time. You know, we were close. We went to junior high together. So like I knew Styles before anyone. Obviously, I knew Sheik and Jay because they had a name in Yonkers. You know, Warlocks, the Bomb Squad. They had a name.
The Bomb Squad.
Everybody knew who the fuck they was. You know what I'm saying? But when I got around the Lox, my shit got tight because I had someone I couldn't be here because they were already here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you're around some people that are that nice, you have to go up. You know what I'm saying? And I remember them always telling me like, listen, if you ever get your flow right, so because for me it was the lyrics were always there. You know, I could write for days, but my bounce wasn't where it was. But being around them, being in the studio with Puff and being around Mace, and you got that. Woo. You know what I'm saying?
This shit gotta get tight being around all of them.
You know what I'm saying? So having that really set me off because I'm around greatness, you know?
Especially at that time. You got that's Murder Mace at that time. You know, man, hey yo, y'all had everything on Smash at that time. You, Lox, man, goddamn. Everybody, X, man.
Before even X was, you know what I'm saying? Before even X came, you know, Mace used to come to the crib when we lived together with Styles. You know what I'm saying? He used to just
I told you, Mo. Mace was around us first.
Mace D from Rough Riders ran into Mace, so he was always underneath, and then he he basically, you know, we was around each other all the time. So it was like the amount of talent that was like just in that apartment with Mace, Kiss, me, Casino, you know, Thumbs.
Casino, yes.
You know, and then linking up with more
Rich Thumbs,
like, the talent we had around us as a group. Listen, the realest shit that when I met Nas, I ran into Nas one day, and I'm a fucking huge Nas fan. This is like kind of like 90, maybe 8. I was close with Nature and his manager, and he's like, yo, we're going to record in Right Track Studios. I'm like, cool. Now, for me, Nas, it was always Nas over Hov. Nas was not for me.
Me too.
Nas, right? So
yes.
Growing up, I'm in the elevator. This kid's coming off the elevator with Horse. So me, you know, I'm just a person. Like, I don't give a fuck who anyone is. So I just was like, yo, son, what up? And then my Horse got real close to me. He was like, yo, chill, son. He was like, yo, you're getting a little close to my man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, I'm Genovese. This kid Nas put his food down. I was like, you Genovese? Yo, give me a hug, dog. You know, and he took me in the back, and he goes, yo, man, I love your shit. I always wanted to meet you. And I'm like, you know, in my head, I'm like, yo, this kid Nas wanted to meet. Like, what? You know, in my head, not at the moment, but after, like, I was like, this kid, yo, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
And it's just like, and he became like a, you know, one of the best dudes that I ever met in the game. Like, he tried to got me a deal with Sony. He actually tried. You know what I'm saying? To help my career. So like, but it's just crazy. You think back to those times, man. It's just like, there's so many stories. There's so many interactions with people. And it's like, you know, you never forget those things, man.
Right.